Man, oh man, I hope this is not true and this is not actually happening. But dude, Michael Venom Page stepped inside the PFL octagon and squared off with Cedric Doumbé. And then like a title card showed up in, on the screen saying Cedric Doumbé versus Michael Venom Page, fight in the making. Of course, this took place after PFL's, Dublin event. I guess right after the event, they had Doumbé step in the cage and square off against MVP. And man, dude, I'm just getting like a terrible feeling. I really hope the UFC did not fumble MVP. And it's not like the guy is can go and do a stint at the PFL and then come back and fight in the UFC, because it's bro, he's getting up there in age. The guy's 36 years old. If he does a stint in, the PFL, comes back, let's say that's going to take 2 years before he makes, a debut in the UFC, he's going to be 38 by that time. It's dude, the potential for MVP in the UFC just keeps getting lower and lower and lower. And man, I wonder if he's able to do this as a free agent, why is the UFC, putting out there that, well, they didn't actually put it out there, but they're matchmaking behind closed doors. I mean, you'd assume that's because they've officially signed him, And man, that's just such a big shame if we don't get the Kevin Holland fight, because I know hella people are looking forward to that fight. A lot of people were excited about, that kind of unofficial announcement that's going to be, set to happen. We literally saw the same thing happen, this year with Cedric Doumbé himself, the guy facing off against MVP. The guy was set to fight in UFC Paris, and then they went ahead and fumbled him, bro. He was taken off the card because, he didn't have a professional fight, and France didn't want him to fight without a professional debut, but they let him go, dude. They didn't try to renegotiate with him, and he was like, man, PFL was offering me way more than what I would have got in the UFC. And even Kevin Holland reacted to the news. He was like, man, that's not a legacy move, that's a money move. I mean, bro, if PFL's being backed by Saudi Arabia, imagine how much money they're throwing at, MVP to back away from, his talks with the UFC. Man. Ugh, I just hope he signs with the UFC. I really want to see, the Wonder Boy fight, the Kevin Holland fight. I want to see him test himself against the best fighters in the world, But yeah, man, the way things are looking right now, it looks like you could kiss goodbye to those wishes, man, of MVP in the UFC. You might as well call him a PFL fighter at this point. Man, it just seems like 2023 is the year of